Hello everyone. I'm Dr. K. In the zero point 0.2 seconds it takes you to unlock your phone. Have you ever thought about this? Your fingertip is awakening a technology that has a history stretching back thousands of years. Long ago, documents were sealed, with handprints instead of signatures. Those prints, early fingerprints, were considered one of the most reliable ways to prove identity. Fast forward to the 1880s in Britain. Scientists like Sir Francis Galton and Henry Faulds realized that everyone's fingerprints are unique and can help identify criminals. But fingerprints wouldn't become globally recognized forensic evidence until a landmark case in Argentina in 1892. In the small town of Necochea, a woman named Francisca Rojas claimed her 2 children had been murdered. She accused a man named Pedro Velázquez who supposedly killed them out of rejected affection. The police tortured Velázquez for a confession, but he insisted he was innocent. Then, a detective noticed a bloody thumbprint on a bedroom door. It didn't match Velázquez. It matched Rojas herself. Cornered, she confessed. This was the first murder case in history solved using fingerprints. From then on, fingerprint technology opened a new door to criminal investigations worldwide. 2,000 years ago, fingerprints were marks in the dirt. 1,000 years ago, they were seals on contracts. 100 years ago, they became ironclad evidence in courts. Today, they lie hidden under the screens of the phones we unlock dozens of times every day. Why are fingerprints so reliable? The probability that 2 people share identical fingerprints is 1 in 64 billion, far rarer than winning a lottery. Fingerprints form in the womb and never change, making them a lifelong identifier. That's why fingerprint tech has expanded from forensics to payments, access control, logistics, healthcare, and countless commercial scenarios. Anywhere your identity must be verified, fingerprints are there. When smartphones arrived, fingerprints became an elegant alternative to long, complex passwords. No memorization, no mistakes, just instant recognition. But how do phones actually read fingerprints? How did sensors gradually migrate under the screen? This is a story of technology, aesthetics, and user experience. A journey of compromises, breakthroughs, and imagination, all for a perfect screen. Remember the early action of picking up a phone and feeling for a small square on the back? That was the fingerprint sensor, often recessed into the chassis. In the 2010s, fingerprint sensors were an art of compromise. You could put a circular sensor under the front screen, embed it in a home button, or place it on the back. Early sensors worked by detecting tiny differences in capacitance caused by the ridges and valleys of a fingerprint, converting the pattern into a digital image for verification. Classic, but requiring precise placement and affecting design aesthetics. Yet this generation brought fingerprint unlocking from concept to reality, far better than slow passwords or easily observed patterns. A fun fact, China's first fingerprint phone was Vivo X Play 3S in 2013, which used a swipe-style sensor on the back, swiping your finger top to bottom. The capacitive module stitched a full fingerprint image. Though the swipe method didn't last, it was a major 0 to 1 milestone. The next step was under-glass sensors for seamless integration. In 2018, Vivo X20 Plus UD became the world's first mass-produced optical under-display fingerprint phone. Using OLED screen self-emission, the sensor lay beneath the display. The screen illuminated the finger, and the sensor captured the reflection for verification. No holes, no recesses, fast, accurate, and aesthetically clean. This set the trend for Android high-end phones. Early underscreen sensors were small, roughly a fingernail in size, requiring precise placement. Vivo's Apex concept series expanded this to half-screen, then full-screen fingerprint recognition. Users could unlock anywhere, even with 2 fingers simultaneously. However, optical sensors have limitations. Water or grease on fingers can distort the image. The next leap, ultrasonic 3D fingerprint scanning. In 2021, Vivo IQ08 Pro introduced this technology, emitting ultrasound through the screen. Finger ridges and valleys reflect differently, producing A 3D fingerprint map. It works even with wet or dirty fingers and resists fake fingerprints. By 2022, Vivo X Fold became the first foldable phone with dual-screen 3D ultrasonic fingerprint recognition. As costs drop, ultrasonic sensors become mainstream. From swipe to 3D ultrasonic, Vivo iterated countless times. Yet this is just one line of technological evolution. Vivo applies the same long-term philosophy across other features: hi-fi audio, wireless charging, camera stabilization, making complex technology seamless for users. Good technology blends into life, leaving humans freer and more connected. If you love stories about technology and innovation, I highly recommend subscribing to my channel, Dr. K. Together, we'll explore the hidden layers behind everyday devices that shape our lives.